Alright, we're back. So, it's gonna be part 2 of me reading the Elden Ring Book of Knowledge. This time I'm gonna not bother with the slides, and I'm gonna change up the music a little bit. This time I'm just gonna go with Undertale music. Copyright free, and I like Undertale's music a lot. Last we left off, we were at the Consecrated Snowfields, which was around page 200, and just about. Alright. Alright, so I believe, yeah, this book is about 507 pages, so if we're at 200, then there's still about 307 pages. So, Consecrated Snowfield. The route through this land, crossed east to west by a frozen river, leads to Miquella's Hallowed Tree. This is the path taken by all those unchosen, though it is a trial all the same. A subdivision of the Forbidden Lands beyond the city of Leyndell, housing the secret path to Miquella's Hallowed Tree. Refuge to the Albinarchs and the last known location of Melania the Severed. Reaching the Hallowed Tree is a dangerous and somewhat complicated endeavor. Its entrance is sealed in the liturgical town of Ordina along the central portion of the northern coast. And breaking the seal requires solving a puzzle inside the town's Everjail, while avoiding or fighting off a contingent of particularly powerful and devious enemies. Chief among the few other notable locations dotting the blizzard-lashed wastes are the apostate Deerelect in the northwest, where Latina's quest will come to an end, and a bloodstained Sinding Gate along the western cliffs which connects them to the Mogwin Dynasty Mausoleum in the Eternal City. Okay, we're at chapter 3, which is a dungeon guide. Shows a picture of Volcano Manor, it's pretty cool. The crumbling ancient ruins that were once this world's most vaunted fortresses and celebrated landmarks await those who dare to reach for their mysteries. Any tarnished who hopes to be Elden Lord will need to become familiar with the intricacies of these locations and plunder their every secret. This chapter will make that process considerably easier as we lay each dungeon bare and walk you through the sprawling underworld areas, collecting everything of value along the way. This chapter will walk you through all of the game's major dungeons and underworld areas. We've tried to make each walkthrough interesting to follow, highlighting a route that takes you to every corner worth exploring. Okay. Okay. Gonna skip ahead a little bit. What? Wait. What? Hold on just a moment here. You can summon the Dung Eater to fight Morgott. Like, not the puppet version, like you can summon the actual Dung Eater. Like, there's a summon sign. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. I like that. I'm gonna have to look at that more in the actual game. Okay. Chapter 4, Quest Guide. The path to the Erdtree is fraught with all manner of dangers and often obscured by the competing interests of mysterious groups, or those who cling to the shards of the Elden Ring. There are many in earnest need of help, and many more who aren't as all submissive as they may appear. This chapter is a repository for each of their stories, in which you'll learn everything there is to know about this world's mysterious cast of inhabitants. Okay, there might be some interesting things here. What? Really? How did I not know about this? You can summon the Dunk Eater, like, using a summon sign against Morgoth and Moog the Omen? Like not actual Moog, but sewer Moog. I didn't know that. I truly didn't. Is there more? You can summon Cellin against the Red Wolf of Radagon. You can summon D, Beholder of Death, against the Valiant Gargoyles. I didn't know that. You can summon Nepheli. I knew about that. You can summon Nepheli against Godfrey. I only learned that recently, but yeah. You can summon Old Knight Eastvan against the Demi-Human Chiefs? You can summon Bugger against the Magma Worm? What? I didn't know any of this. Well, that's pretty cool. Maybe. Alright, so there's a little section talking about Melina, like, like the story. Let's see here. Yep, okay, this confirms that Melina is indeed a spirit. Not that we didn't know that already, but yeah. She'll be with you as you progress through the game. You'll come to learn that she is not a real finger maiden, but instead a burned and bodiless spirit. Seeking the purpose of her existence, which she believes she can find once she reaches the earth tree she was born under. That was obvious, but I felt like I should mention it. Oh, so okay. It mentions all of the dialogue too for the NPCs. Oh, there's Bach. Huh. Prison with a knife. Yep. Var. Yep. Kale. I used to have his own quest line, and then they fucking removed it for no reason. Fucking FromSoft. Ronnie. Yep. Nothing interesting there. Oh. Might be something interesting here. Yep. Yep. Confirms a few things that we already knew, but that some people were a little hesitant about believing. Yeah, she's an Empyrean, sole heir to the House of Caria, chosen by the Two Fingers to succeed Queen America and become a new god. Yeah, I mean, it's all stuff we already know. Yep, okay, it confirms that that the falling star, quote unquote, if you want to call it that, was actually just a meteorite. I mean, everyone pretty much guessed that because obviously, if it was a star, the Lance would be gone, the entire world would be destroyed, but yeah. That's a meteorite, and that also confirms that, in fact, Radon was holding meteorites, not actual stars, but they looked like stars. So they're called stars. In Elden Ring, the term stars is really vague. Blythe the Half-Wolf. Yep. Okay, so this confirms that if Ronnie ever betrays the Two Fingers, Blythe is cursed to go mad and attack her. Some people have been confused on why Blythe attacks Ronnie, but that pretty much confirms it right there. The reason why is specifically because he was made by the Two Fingers, so he's still under their influence. Yeah, I wish we didn't have to kill Blythe. E.g. Mm. Castellan Jaren. Once a nomadic warrior, Jaren became acquainted with the Carrion royal family before joining the Redmanes as a guest commander. While in General Radon's service, Jaren swore an oath which now binds him to Redmane Castle until such time as he can deliver Radon an honorable death in battle. To this end, Jaren hosts the Radon Festival, in which champions from throughout the lands between are pitted against the general in a free-for-all battle to the death. While the festival is ostensibly an opportunity for its participants to obtain Radon's Great Rune, its true purpose is simply to fulfill Jaren's oath by granting his former master a warrior's demise. I think we already knew that, I'm pretty sure. At the very least, it was pretty obvious. But, yeah. Sorry about that. Pastor Muriel is a beacon of unequivocal benevolence and virtue in a land teeming with scum and villainy. He harbors no ulterior motives or ill will, and is one of the best sorts of background information about many of the names and faces that you'll encounter throughout your journey. Yeah, I guess they failed to mention that Muriel is also an omnipotent being. Gideon. Huh, okay, so... Second. So it does confirm that Gideon is a manipulator and a liar. He is fooling you throughout the game, but also, like, he's manipulating you, but it doesn't really mention the truth he discovers that makes him, like, want to stop anybody from becoming Elden Lord. Yet, at least. But yeah, it does mention that Gideon is a manipulator, so... I mean, which was already obvious, but yeah. It doesn't say anything about what he discovered about Marika or whatever. Hmm. Alright. Yep. Hmm. Alexander, the right-hand man of Soldier of Godric. The Dungator is a reviled madman bent on undermining the Golden Order and poisoning the very foundations of life. Driven by a burning hatred of humankind and a perverse obsession with the Omen, he is responsible for murdering untold thousands of innocents, defiling their corpses so as to inflict them with the fell curse for eternity. Although he is currently imprisoned deep below the city of Lindau, the Dungator's spirit still roams free, and he'll eventually make his presence known at the Round Table hold. Okay, so I'm done with that chapter. Now we're on to world history. In this chapter, you'll find a brief history of the lands between, as an exhaustive analysis of Elden Ring's lore would fill an encyclopedia apparently on its own merit. The information presented here serves simply to introduce the setting and major characters in a concise, practical manner. Okay, so there really isn't a big lore section in this book, so they're just trying to kind of avoid that. Oh, okay. So the primordial lands. During the earliest period of history, all life originated from the crucible, the primordial form of the Erd Tree, within which the aspects of every living creature were merged together. 1, 8, 9, 10. The crucible's primal vital energies gave rise to new species with every imaginable combination of traits. Amphibian, avian, reptilian, mammalian, and countless others besides. 2, 3. Oh, okay. The lands were dominated by beasts who had gained intelligence, as well as the ancient dragons whom they served. Dragonlord Placidusax is said to have presided over this era as the first Elden Lord, long before the establishment of the Golden Order. Alright, so they confirm some things that we already knew, but at least gives a little bit more. The fledgling planet was not alone in the vast expanse of the cosmos, and before long a host of outer gods and fell creatures of the starry void took notice of its existence, exerting varying degrees of influence over the young planet and its civilizations. Of these entities, the Greater Will played the most direct and significant role in shaping the New World. So, that confirms the Greater Will is, in fact, an outer god. Alright, so, yeah, yeah. The Shattering. Yep. Alright. Alright, and that's it. That's the book. Alright, as Megalovania's playing, I'm gonna end this off. So I've finished the Book of Knowledge. I mean, obviously I didn't read every single thing, but there wouldn't be much of a point in reading everything because most of it was filler. If I'm being completely honest, I am a little disappointed with the book. Like, I didn't expect it to be all lore, obviously. I mean, it's called a strategy guide, so obviously I would expect it to have some strategy in it. But, I thought it would have a bit more new knowledge. Like, throughout almost the entirety of the book, almost every single little detail in it was stuff that was already known in the game. And even things that I learned just now were things that are also in the game, but I just didn't know. Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed. Like, again, there's nothing new in there. It's all information that they just gleaned from, like, in-game dialogue or item descriptions and whatnot. It feels more like they got permission from FromSoft and then just played the game a lot and put in things from the game that they found. And like, that's honestly what it feels like. It doesn't feel much more like just going into Reddit and looking at what people say about Elden Ring on there. Well, at the end of the day, that it is what it is. I'm just glad to have the book, and I'm glad that I could share it with you all. Goodbye.